guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're new, hi, I'm Savannah. Today I'm sharing my most worn pieces of this last year of 2023. These are the staples, the basics of my minimalist wardrobe. They're the pieces I reach for again and again. And for me, having a minimalist wardrobe is not an act of like suffering or deprivation, not having options. It's been quite the opposite for me. It's been super liberating, super creative, and it really allows me to honor and celebrate where I am exactly right now in my life and kind of looking forward to the future in a super positive way and not clinging into the past with all those old things. So let's jump into it. Let's start with my tops. My first most worn top is a basic white tee. I know it's so basic, but it's so tried and true, classic Americana. You just cannot go wrong. This is the base of almost every single one of my outfits. And I feel like when it comes to finding the perfect white tee, you just have to try quite a few silhouettes, different shades of white. For me, I like kind of like a dirty, dusty, off-white, vintage looking tee. And I like a boxy, more cropped tee. I just feel like it looks nicer on my silhouette. Something a bit oversized and longer, I don't reach for as much. And I will say this past year, I tried to thrift more vintage tees, but they just never smelled right or fit right. It's one of those things I do think it's worth to spend a little bit more money to find one that feels really, really good. All the ones I bought from like Target and H&M in the past just get misshapen really fast. This one is the brand L Space. I did splurge on it, but I will say it's held up so nicely. And every time I wear it, it's working for me. It's a great price per wear, as they say. So that's number one. And my second most commonly worn top is this tiny little ribbed tank top. This is my top that makes me feel very like cool and chic and super simple, not trying that hard. You can layer it with necklaces. It looks so cute with different accessories, jeans, or on a lazy day like my boot cut black leggings. I also wear that t-shirt and this little tank top to bed all the time as well. And the nice thing with white tees, you can always just like bleach them when they get stains, because mine get stained pretty fast. And this one's from Madewell. It's just okay. I don't know if I'd recommend it. I do think the next time I buy one of these little tanks, I may even upgrade to spending a bit more money, because you know those super thick, luxurious ones, they just feel so good. I've never owned one myself. So basic white ribbed tank, cropped. It's sexy, it's cool, it's easy, it's timeless. That's my second most worn. This next category is going to be sweaters. These are just two examples from the same category. I'm calling it casual cashmere. I'm just a huge fan of cashmere. I like wearing it all year long. It's so soft, it's so cozy, it's a great layering piece. I buy it at thrift stores and I buy it on Poshmark secondhand. So I really have only spent like I think $30 on this sweater. Got it on Poshmark from the men's section. I love a V-neck. To me, this is kind of a colorful neutral. I prefer a navy with my skin tone versus a black. I do need to work on depilling this one because it's getting a bit out of hand. I got one of those sweater depillers for Christmas. Never used one before, so we'll try it out really soon. And then this white turtleneck I just got more recently. I did buy it new on Black Friday for $50. It's like Charter Club from Macy's. The turtleneck, I like a turtleneck all year long. I think it's so cute, like on the 4th of July, a white turtleneck and like, yeah, cut off jean shorts. It's just so fun. So that's what I have for my everyday cash. It's just my go-to. I wear it basically in lieu of a sweatshirt most times. Pulling from the wall over here, you guys, this is my most worn button down or fancy shirt. I really think of it more as a light jacket. It's so versatile. I wore this, I wanna say like every other day in the warmer months this year. It's a really nice material. It's kind of like a thick, heavier linen. It's J. Crew, I thrifted it. And again, it's an off-white. That's the color that I feel like looks really nice with my complexion. And I just feel so cool and confident with this. In the summer, yeah, I just wear it with like a bikini top, that little white tank top. I also love layering this underneath my cashmere sweaters or any sweater that I have, popping the collar underneath. I really love that sort of collegiate preppy look. I've owned a lot of button downs over the years when I used to be in an office every day. I had ones that were kind of like that thinner, more stark white, and I always felt like I was trying too hard in them. But you try getting a button down in a more organic, and I don't mean literally organic, but a more kind of like natural feeling fabric that feels good to the skin, that's a bit heavier weight. I think it's great. And this one's a little oversized. It's a men's large, and so it's loose on me. And also it's just amazing tucked into jeans, unbuttoning it, and then having kind of like a low cut, sexy top, seductive Shakespeare sort of ensemble. This is one of my all-time closet faves, and when this thing wears out, I'm gonna try to find something else exactly like it because it's perfect. Let's talk pants. I love denim. Denim makes me feel amazing. It makes me feel like myself. It makes me feel really secure and supported. It protects you from the elements if you're like working on a project. I think the best jeans are sexy jeans, jeans that make you feel confident and supported, and these are the jeans for me. They're Levi's. I pretty much always buy vintage Levi's. I recommend learning your measurements. I did not know what my jean size was for years and years. What I recommend doing is measuring a pair you have that fits you perfect. That way when you're shopping secondhand online, if you're into that, like on Depop or Poshmark, it's really easy to know if something's going to fit. And then when it comes to the cut, the silhouette, I really like boot cut, which is between like a flare and a straight. And like I said, I really like shopping men's pants because I'm tall, and most women's jeans, even the tall jeans, don't quite get there for me. My other favorite part of this specific pair is the button fly. I love the way it looks. I love the way it feels. And then I really like this wash. I prefer a light to medium wash. These ones go with pretty much everything. And then I have one other pair. Let me grab those. They're in my closet. They achieve pretty much the same exact effect, supporting me, making my stomach feel supported and make my butt look really cute. This one is a 501. I tried on so many different pairs of vintage 501s with a lot of different fits, so I don't think it's like one size fits all, but these ones are great for me. I love a light wash, like I said, and then I love having like a pair of black jeans. I feel like this with a white t-shirt for any occasion with like booties or cool sneakers. So these are my two most worn pair of jeans. They're just the size and silhouettes that work for me. Yeah, try men's if you have a hard time with women's jeans. I feel like also a lot of times men's jeans are underpriced on Poshmark because there's a lot of female sellers that thrift them and then not as many male buyers on the apps. That's my theory. Okay, we have a few more items. Let me grab my dress. Here we have my slip dress. This is just the thing that makes me feel so elegant. I can't recommend a slip dress more if you feel good in one. Some people aren't as into them. I know they're very like figure hugging, but for me, it's just so easy to throw on. It's so floaty. And I've done black slip dresses before. I own a black one, but I got this navy one this year and I'm obsessed with it. It looks so cool. There's 1,000 ways you can dress it up, dress it down. I have a whole video I posted in October where I show a whole series of slip dress outfits if you want to get some inspiration there. I do recommend finding a silk slip dress. This is silk fabric. I've tried so many different like satins and polyesters, and the way that they hang and cling to your body is just not the most flattering. So you have to be careful with the fabrics, but you'll know when you find the right one. And next we have jackets. I believe this was on my list last year for my most worn items. This is a long line leather jacket. I would say this is like a mid-weight jacket. I even like this long line one more than a bomber jacket. I've experimented a lot with bomber jackets, but I do think that the long line is more flattering on my body type with just like accentuating my stature. Again, the men's section is where it's at least for me. If you're into oversized fits, it's authentic leather. It doesn't hardly ever need to be cleaned. It's so like sturdy and practical, and just the coolest thing to pair with anything. I wore it to a black tie wedding for like a blazer look over an elegant dress. You can wear it with the most casual outfits ever, like even with like yoga pants or sweatpants. You can find a jacket like this at pretty much any thrift store, and they're so inexpensive, and they last forever and just get better with age. The last clothing item, jacket, I wanted to highlight is this black puffer jacket. It's been on my most worn list for the last few years, ever since I bought it. And I love it so much because it fits me. I feel like so many puffers can be ill-fitting and you're just like, who cares? I'm just throwing it on to stay warm. But I actually got this in a tall size, an XLT women's. It just feels perfect. The long sleeves. I really like that it has a cool sheen to it, like that oil slick look. I feel like it's very like 90s TLC, and I wear the crap out of this and it just goes the distance. It's Athleta, and their jackets are just incredible. If you can get them on sale. They usually do really good January sales, so maybe check their sale section, especially if you're a special size, a taller petite, because the fits are just so incredible. And I love that it's not too sporty or not a sporty brand with any logo, like it's not a Patagonia, because I can still wear this with my sexy jeans and then like booties out on a date night, and I'll just like cinch in the little elastics and have it be cropped at my waist. So I'm like puffy on top, tight jeans, boots, and it doesn't look silly. It's kind of more mysterious without the label. All right, let's do shoes in my bag and wrap it up. For me, it is my leather sneakers. These are high top Converse sneakers. I just feel like leather lasts so much longer. I buy them used on Poshmark typically. That's where I got these. It's another men's pair. Yeah, I shop men's for pretty much everything. They just look really nice. I feel like as they wear, they get better with age, like most leather goods. I don't think the high top is my go-to because they just take ever so slightly longer to put on. I had a pair of low top Madewell sneakers. They're called the sidewalk sneakers. I bought those like 5 times in a row over the past few years, but I feel like the fit changed, something about them. That pair is also just a little too nondescript, a little too corny, almost like Keds adjacent. I'm still looking for the perfect white low top, and I'm just not crazy about Converse low tops. They look too like flat-footed. Anyway, this is the pair I've been rocking for the last 6 months. And again, I think they look great with anything that I wear. My yoga pants on a lazy day, jeans, slip dresses. That's typically what I have on my bod. So leather sneakers in white, it works for me. And then my other most worn pair of footwear, I accidentally left at the gym yesterday, but they are a pair of Doc Marten Chelsea boots that are weatherproof. I love them so much because they are so quick to put on. Again, they're weatherproof, so I can wear them on any rainy day, snowy day, and they just look so cool. They look cool with any outfit. I love the super thick tread on the bottom. I think it's just really fun. And I do like that there's a little bit of a lift, a little bit of a platform. Doc Marten is just such a cool heritage brand, and so it's one of those brands I do like wearing, like Levi's. I love everything about the boot. I owned a different pair prior to this pair, and then when this pair wears out, I will certainly buy another pair right away. I just can't believe I lived without these boots all my years living in like upstate New York and in Seattle when the weather was just gray and muddy. I really could have needed them. Last but not least, we have my black leather bag. I've had this bag for like 4 years, I wanna say. It's a genuine leather bag. It's a shopper tote, just like one big pocket, cute little short straps, and then it has like a long crossbody strap. I use them both equally. It's a Zara bag. I bought it secondhand on Poshmark, and it just has gone the distance for me. I will say it's the end of an era for this bag. I am shopping for a new one to replace this. It's just getting a bit worn. The straps are wearing out, the hardware is tarnishing, and I'm just not feeling like my most elevated self with this bag anymore. But this is the one that I wear every day. It's my diaper bag. It fits what I need. So this has been great. I will be saying goodbye to it soon, but this was my most worn this past year, and then also the few years prior. So those, you guys, were my most worn pieces this year. I want to hear from you guys in the comments. What are the most worn pieces in your closet? It is so regionally dependent on like the weather, your lifestyle. I'm a stay-at-home mom right now, so my style is very like chic on the go, comfortable, flexible. I can move in it, but also polished, but not too uptight, kind of more like undone, lived in. That's my vibe. And if you're confused about like what are those staple pieces, what are the pieces that you reach for the most, the scenario I would give yourself is that you have 5 minutes to get ready for any event that you attend frequently. For instance, grabbing drinks with friends, going on a date night, maybe it's going to church, a family dinner. Think about what are the items you would reach for that you know are absolutely foolproof, and then trying to find kind of like a trend or commonality with those pieces. Maybe it's a wash of jeans, a silhouette, and just keep experimenting. If you're not sure, if you're in between like a crew neck and a V-neck, not like you need to pick one, but just like keep experimenting with yourself and be open to whatever your style is. And if you're new to the channel and you've made it this far and you haven't subscribed yet, subscribe. I would love to have you here. Yeah, that's all, you guys. I love you so much. Have a super fun rest of your day, rest of your week. Cheers to this next year. It's gonna be a good one. We'll make it a good one. Bye.